Hi guys, I'm Tech, and today I'm doing something a little bit different to the regular videos I've done. It's kind of starting up an older series I used to use ages ago when I started, but as you can see by the title of this video, today we are taking a trip back in gaming history to 1990. Now, 1990 was the era of many good consoles. Atari, I think, were getting on the market a bit as well, in some places, correct me if I'm wrong on that. And it was also around the time that a company called Sega made this, the MegaDrive 2. And today I have the privilege of actually having one right here. I'll move it back a bit so the camera can see it. There we go. MegaDrive 2, and TV in the background. But I have a prestige pleasure of I get to unbox this and show you it on camera. So let's crack on and unbox this. Alright, so I found out how to unbox this thing. You have to pull out a little tab, then this. So let's see what we have. There we go. There's some bits in here. We have a little bag of bits. I think this is open. This looks like a Sonic poster. And indeed it is. I'll fold that back up later. The Mega Drive 2 instruction manual. Now, this console belongs to a family member, and I'm glad they let me put it in this video, so thank you to them. Watching this video, you know who you are. So, this version also came with the game, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Now, this is nothing like the games you get on disc today, because this is a 16-bit cartridge. Yes, this was made when cartridges were the in thing. There we go, if we just open it up quickly, making sure I don't damage it, because that would be a bad thing. Here it is. The original Mega Drive 2 cartridges. We also have a little thing in here from Sega about some of the games they did back then, and a little instruction manual too. I believe this was the Sonic bundle. Not too sure. So there we go, we have that. This came with 2 controller pads. Now the controllers we have today look a little bit like this, you know, the traditional joystick buttons, D-pad and the occasional accessory for it, the triggers, you know, the modern console. And yes, this is from my 360 unboxing a while back. I still use it, it's pretty good. But back then they had these controller pads. Now these are a lot different. For starters, they have a D-pad and 3 buttons, well technically 4. We had back then was the directional pad here, the D-pad, start button, A, B and C buttons, and that was it. So there's nothing on the back apart from a little bit here that says Sega. Right. There we go. See, just there. 3 buttons, start, etc. It's also had a wired controller connection. In fact, I'll move my camera so you can see the connector just a bit better. See? So this is the connector that would have been used. It is a 9-pin connection, which goes onto the front of the console, which I shall get onto now. But before I do, I'll just quickly show you. There's a sort of power cord that it came with. And connector. TV out, ANT in, AV, select, you know, all the usual stuff. And then we move on to the main piece, the MegaDrive 2 itself. So you can see here, it's in its packaging still, because this was actually put back in here, and I believe hasn't been used for quite a fair few years. So it's been a little while since this thing's been out of its packaging. Now, the first thing I noticed straight away when I got this out of the packaging just then, it's very light compared to modern day consoles. The amount of stuff it holds is honestly incredible. You see here, 2 controller ports. There we go. Let's try and move it into the point. There's a controller port here and a controller point here as well. So there's only 2. Remember, just like the PS2 that's just over the back, that's only got 2 controller ports as well, but I know there was an expansion to that was released for 4 controller ports. But you can see at the top here, cartridge slot area. Now these used to be cartridges only until I believe Sega released the CD32 add-on, along with another add-on that went alongside of it. But on the back as well we have just 2 ports, no HDMI, no nothing like that. We have AV out and adapter, that's it. And on the front we have a power button just here. Don't know if you can quite see it on my camera, because, well, my camera's like that. I'll move it back a bit, there you go. That is your power button, that is your reset button, cartridge slot, your 2 controller ports. There's nothing on the sides, like on the sides of some consoles there's quite a lot of stuff like fans, vents, all that. The vent for this, I don't even know what the vent for this thing is. Ah, here it is, it's on the underneath. Here and here. We've got all the patents here, and a little MegaDrive thing that just says all the numbers, serial number, everything, etc. Now, I know there were some clones of these made, but I have checked up and this is an original Sega. I believe it was bought just a little bit after its launch date. I think about 2 weeks or so. It's a tad dusty, it hasn't been used in a while, but right. I'm going to try and see if there's some way that I can fit this out to a TV, and if I can record any gameplay, I'll put it into the next portion of this video. But that is the unboxing pretty much complete. I mean, this compared to the modern consoles of today. Modern traditional gaming, there's quite a split between the two. The controllers, the consoles, even the games. Going from cartridges to DVDs. Yeah, there's been quite a difference. Yeah, as I say, I shall see if I can get this thing hooked up to a telly, and if it works, I shall record some gameplay, so hopefully that should be coming up next. Alright, so we're trying to sort out this MegaDrive at the moment, trying to set it all up. So far the TV is proving to be a bit of a pain. The person you can hear over the back is the owner of this console, and is a member of my family who kindly lent this to me to do. Okay, we've got our RF quest in. We've got our channels up.
So we've got the channels up.
I'm just going to quickly mute that so I don't get copyright striked.
Okay, so we take that back out.
And
Now, let's see.
nothing.
So this goes into...
Here's the MegaDrive 2, it's 16-bit. And we've got a game to try with it, which is Sonic the Hedgehog 2, if we can get it working.
Into there.
Now, the one thing this thing has is it has a lot of ports on the back. It's got ING ports, whatever they stand for. But we're going to keep trying, and if we get somewhere, then there might be a bit of gameplay footage next. Also, if you hear anyone else, that's a member of my family who actually owns this console. You can say hello if you want, mate, I don't mind.
I assume that does go
We're having a lot of issues trying to figure it out.
straight in.
We'll be back in a second.
How far does that go? Does it? Like that.
Right, so, anyway, hopefully if all went well, there was a bit of gameplay back then, just before this clip. If not, well, we tried. Yeah, this is, or this was, sorry, an unboxing of the Mega Drive 2. It's a good little console. It's very light. You can pick it up with one hand and it won't try to break your wrist, compared to some of the modern consoles of today. Especially this compared versus, like, so I've had to haul a PS3 about before, and this I could pick up easily. The PS3, not so much. But yeah, I like it. It's a good reminder of classic gaming. Yes, the graphics aren't sort of the HD everything that we've got today on consoles like the Xbox 360, the Xbox One, PS3, PS4, but I think that's kind of what makes it unique in a way, as it's one that sort of defined its sort of era of gaming. But anyway, thank you all for watching this special unboxing, because, as I say, I haven't seen many of these. Like, this is the only one I've seen of these, so if I find any more, who knows, I might get myself one. I guess we'll have to find out. But still, thank you for watching, and goodbye.